Yes guys, welcome back to another episode of Just My Cars. Say hello to another Just My Gaming video. I'm really enjoying putting these out, I'm not going to lie to you. They're very simple to make, very fun to make. I can get them out at a higher rate. So, you know, I'm going to keep doing them until, well, unless if really and truly everyone hates them and everyone says, stop making gaming videos. Anyway. It's another gaming video, it's another Formula 1 2019 video. It's a Chinese Grand Prix. Chinese Grand Prix came onto the Formula 1 calendar probably a bit more than a decade ago. Yeah, a bit longer than that. Maybe almost 15 years now it's been on the F1 calendar. And it's now a staple of Formula 1. So if China isn't there, it's like, wow, China isn't there anymore. Oh, they're taking China away. Like, the Chinese Grand Prix is just as common now. When I say common, just as part of the furniture as the Canadian Grand Prix, as the British Grand Prix, as maybe even Monaco. Like, it's not as important as Monaco, it's not as glamorous as Monaco, but it's there. Like, it's a serious track now. Anyway, I'm showing you my best qualifying lap time now. What I did was I tried to let Vettel through, thinking that he was on a hot lap as well, and that me trying to keep up with him will make me go faster. But it actually turns out that he wasn't on a hot lap, he was on his in lap. So he had just finished his hot lap and now he was coming back to the pits. So that kind of didn't work. And it's kind of an L as well because he wasn't even going fast and I was still struggling to keep up with him. So maybe it's me, maybe it's the car, I don't know. Also, during this weekend, my engine was really on its last legs. Like, I had smoke coming out the back here and there. You'll see it further down in the race. But yeah, it was never going to be a fast race for me this weekend. So we went in, we tried to see how well we could do. I qualified 17th place, better than Bahrain. Bahrain I qualified 19th, so that's an improvement, even though my car was broken, but whatever. So now you join me about to start the race. So here we go. Lined up 17th place. I've got the racing point of Lance Stroll to the right of me in 16th. Come off the line quickly enough, but because the car isn't powerful enough and because it's kind of broken, everyone starts going past me. I go around the outside, Webber hits me off because I think Kvyat or Butler pushed him off a little bit. I think it was Webber or Russell. I think it was Webber, yeah. So now I'm in the last. So 3 places back down, but it's okay. We're still the second corner. Me and George Russell are fighting through this first and second corner complex. Coming down into the third corner, I'm racing Kvyat straight down. Managed to get past him, tried to get past Webber and Lance Stroll. I'll go around the outside. I got a little bit wide, but I have to give some space to Lance Stroll. So anyway, I managed to get past him anyway. So I'm up into 16th. So after going down 3 places, I'm now back up 1 place. I got up the inside here of Devon Butler. I only really did that because if I didn't do that, I would have smashed into the side of him and it would have been the end of both our races. But well, actually wouldn't have because damage is enough, but it's not a big deal. Coming down the straight now, trying to catch up to Devon Butler. Story of my life, always been behind Toro Rosso. It's really long, I'm not going to lie to you. But there's a silver lining. My teammate, Kimi Räikkönen, is just in front. So I kind of want to start catching up to Kimi. I'm not going to lie to you. It's kind of annoying that he keeps finishing very, very far ahead of me. And I'm just there right at the bottom, straggling like, oh yeah, look at me guys, I'm really trying. No, this is dead. I want to get further up. Anyway, the Mercedes-powered racing point of Lance Stroll was flying past me. I'm later on the brakes. I try to get him into that final corner. I cut the corner a little bit. Well, I cut it anyway. Get past him into the final corner. So I finished the first lap in 16th place. So now I just have to literally try and maintain this kind of pace and this kind of the confidence I have going around this track. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did a bit of practice on this track before going into the race. So I kind of did understand how I kind of knew my I did kind of know my way around the track. I kind of knew braking points and speeds and gears of how to get into a corner and this, that, the other. Some of the racing lines I was still a bit iffy on, but overall I did kind of know this track pretty well. So I wasn't like spending the race trying to learn it. I was kind of just spending the race just actually racing. Because in Bahrain and Australia, I kind of just went there blind and kind of struggled a bit. Well, Bahrain I didn't really struggle, but Australia I definitely did. So in this race I thought, let me practice more before I actually go into the race and see how things work. And I kind of knew my lines. I felt a bit more competitive in this race even though my car isn't as fast as the people that are actually following me now. So anyway, I cut up Lance Stroll a little bit there, but whatever. He'll get past me eventually on this straight because his car's much more powerful than mine. This back straight here at the Chinese Grand Prix, it's a very, very long straight, but it's the only one. There's this straight, the start-finish straight isn't even that long. It seems long, but it's not. And this is where I think, well, most of the overtaking happens. It's a big DRS zone, and it's wide, so you can actually go in like 3 deep into this corner. As you can see, I managed to tried to get past anyway, Kvyat, and actually make it stick around the outside of the penultimate corner. Still racing Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's now in 16th place. Yep, I'm in 17th, so I'm back where I qualified. My lap times are getting faster, so that's pretty good. This corner here, I'm still like, I still don't get it. I took it all right in this corner on this lap, sorry, but it's still a very difficult corner. I still can't quite grasp it, because it's like a really long hairpin, but you have to really hang out the outside before you cut in. So it's kind of confusing, but I'll show you again on the next lap. Anyway, racing to catch Kvyat. I've got the Williamses behind me, so I'm in P18. Story of my life. But we move. As you can see I got a little bit of smoke coming out of the back of the car there. It's quite sad, but so the car isn't running at full potential. But I'm still racing it pretty hard. So Kvyat and Stroll are ahead of me, battling for 17th place. They literally keep leapfrogging each other. So as I've been hanging back, because I couldn't keep up with them in the fast section, the fast third sector, through here in the first and second sectors, I'm going to try and make up those times that I was losing out. So I'll go around the outside of Lance Stroll here to give me the inside line into the turn 2, which then helps me gain the place. Down into the straight here, it's not fast enough for Lance Stroll to really have an advantage in terms of out and out pace. So I managed to keep the place. Now I've got to find a way to get past Danny Kvyat, who isn't easy to overtake. I'll be completely honest with you. He likes to fight quite a lot. So coming around here, try to go around the outside. I think better of it, but I keep the line and actually make it work out into this little straight here. That was a bit mad. I didn't think I was going to make it. I kind of went a bit wide, but it kind of worked out in my favour to kind of just go for it and send it, and I actually made it through. But either way, it don't really matter, because down this straight, I'm not going to be able to keep this position, because Danny Kvyat is the Taurus is much faster than I am. So I stay out to the left. I move over into the middle a bit later on, knowing full well I haven't got DRS, so that way I can have the inside. But they both go around me on either side. But I try to dive down the inside, slow down quite a lot, go wide, go off, lose the same 2 places. So I end up in the same position I did before we started the lap. So a bit of deja vu now, but Lance Stroll's now ahead of Danny Kvyat. So I got to just basically do all this hard work again. And this is kind of what the race was. All I was doing was trying to get past them, for them to then just overtake me on the long back straight. For me just to try and overtake them through the corners again, to try and get a big enough gap in between them, so that they didn't overtake me on the back straight, which was annoying, but at least I was actually doing some racing. So coming into turn, whatever this is, 4, 5 I think, try to go around the outside like what I did to Lance Stroll. A bit tougher with Danny Kvyat, because he is a tougher racer. Go wide a bit there. See, things like that are stopping me from moving forward. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to be a bit cleaner coming out of corners and stuff, especially the faster ones, because I'm so focused on trying to stay with the people in front of me. I'm struggling at times to keep the car on the track. So anyway, because they're in front of me now, I get DRS this time. So also this time I've kind of learned that I've got more gears than 6, which is helping me actually get the power of the car down to the ground. Anyway, down into first gear to try and defend from Lucas Webber. Managed to make that work. Again, back into this corner, but Danny Kvyat goes into the pits, so I move up into 17th place behind Lance Stroll. Kimi Räikkönen is also in the pits. I'm all out of DRS, not DRS, sorry, ERS. So I should be turning it down now, but I haven't. I'm still in hot lap mode, so hopefully I remember to turn it down later on. So it probably means that I am probably going to pit this lap, because everyone seems to have pitted already, because Lewis Hamilton is behind me in 18th place. So that means people have started pitting. This is the pit with the first lap of the pit window, I think, which now means that I'm very likely to pit the next lap. So I kind of wanted to make sure this lap was a very good and very fast lap, but Lance Stroll kept holding me up. So I tried to go around him, round the outside of him here, to then give me the inside line for this corner, which then kind of works out. He's still there, I can see him in the mirrors, but I managed to make it stick for this straight. He goes up the inside of me. I tried to defend, but he thinks better of it, because I do defend quite hard. Come into this corner, and which then leads into the long back straight. Again, I made all that overtaking kind of didn't do anything, because he's right there again. Lewis Hamilton's going to come up on the right, but he's in a different race. It doesn't matter. We can let him through. I don't need to defend against him, because he's trying to just get through to take his place right at the front. The gap that Lance Stroll already has on me now, because of the Mercedes power, is very big. But I catch him for this last corner. But like I said, I'm pitting, and I think Lance Stroll also pits this lap as well. Yes, he does. So now coming in, it's good that I pitted with Lance Stroll. That means I'll be with him when we come out as well. So I won't hopefully I don't get caught up with another car in between us, or like we don't end up right at the back. We'll kind of come out in the same place that we came in, which is kind of the game. George Russell looks like he's gone in as well. So the three back markers are kind of coming together, and they're all coming out, and we're all coming out together. So now you're gonna see that was Daniel Kvyat. He lapped first to try and get the undercut on us, but it didn't quite work out for him, because he's come out with us. So what he wanted to do was get into that first corner before Lance Stroll came out, but that didn't work for him, which then slowed him down so much that I've managed to get past him. So coming up through into this straight, it's me and Lance Stroll again. I'm back in 17th place. Tried to think about sending it down the inside. I know it wouldn't have been a good idea, so I just hang back. Lap 7 out of 14. So halfway through the race now. Still battling Lance Stroll. Still trying to get past him and keep him behind me. That's what I'm really trying to do, but I'm really struggling. And right now as well, I feel like I've gone onto the wrong compound of tyres. I feel like this wasn't smart. I've now gone onto the hard tyre, whereas everyone around me is on the medium tyre. So if you didn't know, in Formula 1 there's 3 compounds: hard, soft, medium. There's also wet and intermediate. Intermediate is for when it just starts raining, so it's not that wet yet, and full wet is when it's chucking it down with rain. So I'm on the hard, everyone around me is on the medium, apart from Lucas Webber. Lucas Webber's also on the hard. So Kvyat and Lance Stroll, who have been racing throughout the whole race, are on the medium tyre. The medium tyre is better in the situation than the hard tyre, because the medium tyre is, because it's a softer compound, it heats up quicker, so you get maximum grip quicker. Whereas the hard tyre stays cooler for longer, so you don't get maximum grip straight away. The hard tyre is made for longevity rather than fast laps. Eventually you'll start lapping faster, but at this moment in time, whilst I don't have the heat in the tyres, I'm struggling to keep up. And you can even see it, like I'm understeering a little bit, I'm going a bit wide. But right now, the tyres are starting to heat up, so I can start challenging them. But that first lap coming out the pits is very crucial, because being on the wrong set of tyres on that first lap, coming out on that out lap, can really slow you down and really open a gap up between you and the car in front of you, which is kind of what has happened to me now. Lance Stroll, I was literally within 0.5 of a second, but now the gap's risen to more than a second. So wasn't really the best strategy, I don't think. But I'm in 17th place, which is where I started. So I haven't gone down. I'm still racing hard. I'm still challenging. I'm still trying my best. It's lap 8 out of 14. Kvyat's coming up on the left here. He thinks better of it. I park my car in the middle. Going around the corner, managed to slow it down enough. Drop it all the way to first. Into the final corner now. Go a bit wide again. I think that's because of the tyres. But they should be warm enough now. So I'm starting to post faster lap times. Kvyat tries to go around the outside. He goes around the outside. I went a little bit too defensive there, which is what slowed me down, I think. Lap 9 out of 14. Kvyat is opening up a little gap. I can physically see him getting further away. But the two of us are also catching the people in front of us. So, as you can see, we're now getting closer to 16th and 15th place, because 16th and 15th place have decided to start fighting. So me and Kvyat can capitalize from this situation. I'm still quite far behind Kvyat, I'll be honest with you. I think there's probably like a second gap. But because the Williams behind me are fighting, I'm not really worried about them too much. I'm really focusing on what's ahead of me. So in order for me to actually get to where I need to be, I need to start hitting these corners much better. I need to stop slowing down. But the gap is getting bigger between me and Kvyat, so it's still getting harder. Anyway, nothing happened in lap 10, so I jumped straight to lap 11. I've made more progress. Kimi Räikkönen, for some reason, my teammate, is all the way back in 17th place. So that leads me to believe that I think he must have an issue with his car. So rather than dilly-dallying or wasting time, first opportunity I got past him. Boom, up into 17th place. Kind of a free place, to be fair, because obviously Kimi's car doesn't seem to be working correctly. Anyway, trying to still catch Danny Kvyat now. It's looking kind of bleak, but I've still got 3 laps left. I'm still not going fast enough. I'm still losing time, but again, I'm trying my best. Whatever. Like, I did quite a long stint on these tires as well, so it's a good thing I went for the hards because I've gone longer, so I managed to keep the grip. But at the same time, it's not really working out in my favor. I really should have been on the mediums. Anyway, Kimi tries to go around the outside here. It doesn't work for him. He's too far out. He doesn't get the grip. He doesn't get the exit, but I managed to get it, so I managed to keep 17th place. As nothing's really happened between lap 11 and lap 14, I've cut straight to lap 14. So I'm in 17th place, coming up to the final back straight. I'm quite happy that I'm in 17th place. I'm like, you know what, 17th place, I've worked hard, this is where I am. But if you just like to keep an eye on where it says fuel mix, just above where the 6th gear sign is, yeah? There's some writing in red. I think it says -2 laps or +2 laps or something. Now, if you look right where the speedo is, there's another flashing red beacon. So obviously I ignored that for the past couple laps because I was racing hard. And it's now about to bite me on my backside, because right now, just here, I've now run out of fuel. So the car's gone into fuel saving mode and I've lost 17th place. I'm now in 18th. Right on the last corner, Lucas Webber comes and drops you to 19th. Luckily, Räikkönen was far enough to leave me in 19th place. So a bit of a disappointing end, well, devastating end to be completely honest with you, but whatever. I raced hard, I tried my best, didn't work out, but hey, on to the next one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please go back and check out some of my previous videos, whether they be gaming videos or not. Just have a look. If you do like them, don't forget to like the videos, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.